Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. We're back, part 37 of our Skylanders Giants blind playthrough. Just introduced Whirlwind, took on her heroic challenge, Lobs of Fun. What we're going to do now is actually back out. I believe, obviously she's the last of triple pack number 1 that we needed to take care of. I think I'm going to go ahead and do LightCore Drobot. That was blink and destroy. Okay, so that drops some frames. New heroic challenge, and then as you see there, 4 tech Skylanders collected. Note that upon being put on the portal of power, basically decimates pretty much everything on the screen. I've kind of played around with a little bit with Prism Break, but it's kind of hit and miss sometimes. I haven't quite figured out exactly if it's like once a chapter or every time. It doesn't seem to be. That said, I'm looking at the portal of power right now, and I wouldn't even know this is LightCore if the pose wasn't different. Obviously, there will be a Series 2 Drobot standard form, meaning non-LightCore. However, that is, currently not out. This is again Friday, November 17th. Right there, the center back of Drobot, that is all that lights up. It's, like I said, pretty disappointing. I would have liked to have seen that and the wings. In all honesty, the eyes make the most sense. The eyes and wings would have been great, but I feel like they really dropped the ball on LightCore Drobot, at least in terms of his light-up effect. That said, Drobot has a huge fan base. He was one of the early Skylanders out last time. He's maintained that following throughout, all this time. But what we're gonna do now is our standard format here. That was pretty funny, crunching numbers. If you recall, Drobot is like insanely smart. Hence why he kind of crafted his own battle suit. But that's kind of, crafty. We'll give him credit for that, It does look good in the game because it illuminates around him. On the portal of power, the way I have him positioned facing me, like I feel like anyone's going to do, short of being disappointed in it and having it backwards with its tail facing you, can't even tell it's lit up. If it had enough light to do like you see in the game here, it might be another story. Maybe they could have made it hollow core where it shined through the front and the back, but I won't spend too much time on that. We'll just take a look at his stats. Max health is 290. That's actually pretty dadgum high. Stump Smash is kind of the cream of the crop outside of Giants. Speed 43, a little lower than some of the others. Armor 24, critical hit 20, and again with the 4 tech elements, we're up to 46 on elemental power. Now we'll come in now to upgrades. His primary attack is the Mega Blasters. Shoot rapid fire lasers that blast out of your eyes. Again, primary attack, laser beams. Makes sense for LightCore, doesn't it? Don't really know what they were thinking on this one. Secondary attack, tactical blade gears. Deploy spinning blade gears that ricochet off of walls and pummel enemies. Those quests that are not defined in the game, I think he's got one where he has to kill X number of enemies strictly with blade gears. Again, why they don't elaborate on those is beyond me. Thruster flight, press Z to fly, increase speed and armor while flying. He does fly, it's actually kind of quick, but if you're trying to finesse fly and make corners or curves, may not be the best character, but if you're basically just trying to get from point A to point B and it's straight, actually works very well. Main thing though, speed and armor increase. His next upgrade is galvanized blade gears. Blade gears do increased damage. The next one is the Axon Focus Crystals. Eye Blasters do increased damage. And then lastly, you actually see here Thruster Flight, but then you also get Hover Mode. This was actually, I prefer Hover Mode Drobot over, Thruster Flight. This kind of is something sort of unique to him. At least it was in the last game. I like to do this. I'm not sure that it increases your speed and armor. I think it does. but it comes in pretty handy, and then you can kind of transition into flight if need be. Now you get to a point where you pick a path. Obviously the top path is his primary attack, bottom path is blade gears. Series 1 Drobot from SSA, I went with the primary path here. Dendrite focus crystals. Eye blasters do even more increased damage. Again, it'd be nice if we got solid numbers on that, and without us having to go in and do it ourselves. I mean, antimatter charges. Eye blaster beams explode on contact, doing damage to enemies. And then lastly, on the primary path is quadratic blasters. Press A to shoot lasers out of your wings as well. This is why I said LightCore Drobot, maybe light up the wings and the eyes like you see in the picture there, but I guess they have other plans. Drobot's one of the Skylanders that is heavily debated which upgrade path is better. A lot of people obviously went primary, and then some that had more free time or played the game or were big fans tried it out or had a second Drobot. And a lot of people swear by the blade gear path. I've never tried it, but let's take a look at it here. Depleted uranium blade gears. Blade gears do even more increased damage. Explosive blade gears. Blade gears explode on contact, doing damage to nearby enemies. Almost a mirror image there, isn't it? And then kind of the cool cream of the crop one here is tri-spread blade gears. Press B to shoot 3 blade gears at once. Last up is his afterburners. Fly faster, and afterburners damage enemies. This does come in handy, particularly like if you have to flee. If you note, I'm trying to go one right and I can't, and that's because for whatever reason they opted for LightCore figures to not get the Wow Pow power. That's really the biggest downfall with the LightCore, in my opinion. Seems to me, they cost a little more. Give people the LightCore effect, give them the flash bomb effect, but I feel like they should have had the Wow Pow. I'm certainly not alone in that. Hopefully, if they continue LightCore in the 3rd installment, assuming there is one, maybe they'll rectify that for the fan base. But that said, the main reason, I mean, like I say, in that inset, it looks pretty dadgum cool, but the problem is, what you see on the game there is not what you see on the portal. Like I said, I'm looking at him now, and you wouldn't even know he's lit up. But we're going to come over here. If you recall Drobot's Heroic Challenge, while not incredibly hard right off the bat, if you were a person like me, and you went through the game and upgraded your Skylanders planning to do heroics last, which if I wasn't recording I probably would have done things differently, but
ready for more training? Alright, let's do it.
Well, what I was trying to get to is, I can't think of the name of his right off the top of my head. It was like Save the Purple Chompies, and you kind of have to go through and kill, I don't know, 80 or 100 Chompies or something, but you can't kill the purple ones. Kind of like Double Troubles, you can't break the paintings, and you break it, you buy it. The problem is, there's some characters that it gets extremely hard not to do the purple Chompies. I don't think his is as tough as Double Troubles, but the one that comes to mind for me is Ghost Roaster. I had him fully maxed out. He was my first character to hit level 10, first one upgraded, and like Lingering Curse I think I had, and basically when he kills a green Chompy they come as a ghost, and then the ghost attacks the purple Chompies. There's other people that had fully upgraded other Skylanders, had a lot of trouble with this one, but I've actually gotten a lot of questions on Drobot's Heroic Challenge in this game. Obviously, I don't know what it is. I'm about to find out, and then I can kind of answer or field those questions a little better. So, some of them they've changed completely. Some they just tweak, the enemies and stuff. Okay, so it's Save the Purple Chompies. It is a +4 speed. Hit green Chompies, not purple. And again, we see warning. This is tough. If you recall, they did that last time. Double Troubles right now, out of what I have, is the only other one that says warning, this is tough. So kind of carried that over. We'll see if it's the same layout. thing is, when you first go through this and complete it, you're like, well, that wasn't too bad once you learn the lay.
So believe it or not all chompies
Yet they attack
are
you.
bad.
That's
And this
the great
particular
mystery.
dungeon contains the very rare purple chompy. Your mission is to clear out all the regular old green ones, but leave the purple guys around. You can take out one so long as it's by accident. But take out two, and it's game over.
That's where you
buddy.
run into the problem.
2, 1.
I haven't done this one. Okay, so it's only 55. As you can see, the projectile guys and the ones that are, fairly tactical, fairly easy to control.
Be careful. You took out one of the endangered
I don't
purple
even
chompies.
know
If you hit another one, they'll become
how they
extinct.
think we
Don't
did
hit
that.
another purple chompy.
Anyway, when you get in situations like that, it's best to just split, somehow we took out a purple one, I don't even know how. Okay, and the thing is, they do attack you, so, I mean, keep that in mind. The purple ones tend to kind of be clumped together if it's anything like last time. This is one that you can get lost fairly easily.
You're halfway
It
there.
looks like we're dropping a ton of frames, by the way. But basically, when you get green ones in front of you, you've got to take them down.
You've almost made it.
Thing is, you can't get too crazy, particularly once you've hit one of them, or you're up a creek. Okay. Sometimes, like there, you just have to take the hit. I mean, you can't just turn around and shoot them, We've got plenty of time, but I mean, believe me, there's been times that, people get stuck.
One more. Heroic challenge complete. Excellent job.
But there's actually times, I mean, you can go through here, particularly if you've never played it, and I mean, you can easily get lost. And it takes you like a minute or so to kind of get back to where you haven't been and can kill some. So,
Way to hang in there and beat that challenge. Hope you like your reward.
okay, so box stock Drobot, it's not too bad, but like I said, use caution. If you've got some upgrades on a Skylander before you go any further, this is one you may want to play. Kind of even if obviously it's going to take longer, if you're not upgraded, but on the plus side, it's, makes it that much harder to accidentally kill a purple one or just overpower an area type scenario. So, don't want to do another one. So it's basically the same thing. It really didn't change much at all there. I do realize I forgot to show you his attacks. That's the A button, obviously. That's all that I used in that heroic challenge. The reason for that is because of blade gears ricochet, and who knows what they're going to do. But while we're here, okay, well, that was a bad example. Let me try to ricochet him off that. You can see that one went clear over there to Cali. Did the same thing again. But if you watch close, you'll see there's the barrel right here. Let me see if we can get back in position. Well, okay, it didn't work, but anyway, you know what I mean. They do ricochet pretty good. That does come in very handy against enemies when you want to kill them. But in situations like that heroic challenge, it's not a good thing, But there's LightCore Drobot. He looks, pretty good in the game. It's just he's kind of disappointing on the portal. And of course, as with all LightCore characters, the big disappointment is that they don't get a wow pow power. I actually would have liked to have seen that done, for like the new ones too. Maybe that'd be the only way they get one. But anyway, we won't dwell on that stuff. The main thing is it's the same heroic challenge plus 4 speed. It is one of the tougher challenges. And again, maybe worth your time to come in unupgraded and kind of knock that out as soon as you can. But there are plenty of Skylanders that can do it when they're fully upgraded. It's just one of those things that kind of becomes, a pain. It's really easy to kill one, and you get one more and you've got to start over. So just one of those deals. You can do it, it's just going to take time. I've actually had people tell me they've done it with Ghost Roaster and the Ghost. I don't really know how, and, they could just be saying that, but it's one of those deals, I've messed with it enough with Ghost Roaster upgraded to know that, it's probably just not going to happen. But nonetheless, there's LightCore Drobot again. For all the Drobot fans out there, there will be a Series 2 pose. It's actually a different pose than the LightCore one, and it will have a Wow Pow power, so kind of pick your poison. Obviously, if you're a big Drobot fan, you're probably going to get both, but nonetheless, LightCore Drobot is what's available right now. That's what we introduced and just took on the heroic challenge with. But questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube, or for a much quicker response, I recommend you use the blog oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back here for part 38.